Hello everybody, and today's video we're going to be looking over this Metal Gear arcade cabinet that we picked up about 2 months ago and recently, just in the last week, finally brought back to the warehouse, so we're going to give it a little once over. So while we're looking at this, I'm going to tell a little bit story about this cabinet. I don't know if this was something publicly noted, but it's a story that I was told by a friend of mine kind of in the know. So I've got the back here open. I'm just going to take a look at this real quick so you can see like the insides. But this is very simply built. Nothing really special, no little hidden nooks and crannies. So this game, to give you an idea of how powerful Round 1 is in the Japanese industry, there's a lot of games that are made for them, and this is one of them. This is one where they asked Konami essentially to make them a Metal Gear Solid game, and they did. So that's kind of the origin of how this game came about, and it's just interesting. I don't know if Silent Hill was maybe the same, which, by the way, just another note, the body of this cabinet looks very much like the body of Silent Hill, and I've already torn down our Silent Hill because it wasn't going to be saved. But I think it's the exact same cabinet body, or at least very close, which is interesting. So at any rate, yeah, no, it's just interesting that I was told that was how this game came to be about. Otherwise, this wasn't something they were going to make. So let's take a look at the seat here and whatnot. We've got here this is kind of like your input, your coin. You've got your card reader there, the coin bucket here. I've got a couple brackets in there. Real quick, we've also got an extra PCB. We've got an extra power supply here. Now, as for some of the features of this cabinet, I think I've played this maybe once, or I don't even know if I've played it before. I've definitely seen it, but only once. So I don't really know too much about what everything is for specifically. But over here we've got a mic. I don't know if it's used for multiplayer, or it might be used for like commands or something like that. Over here we've got some 3D glasses, which let me get these out here. Looks like one of the sides is one of the things is broken off there. I don't know if I have an extra or something like that we can repair, but there's that. It's pretty cool. It's got a little, it just looks kind of neat there. And I think that has like some, I don't know, movement tracking or whatever. Anyway, 3D glasses, that's pretty cool. And we've got the gun here. Also just a really good looking gun, and we've got an extra down here for if we ever need to replace it. Pretty cool. There's a joystick down here, a button on the side, button on the top. We've got a trigger. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And we're gonna get this hooked up in a sec here. I might wait until I've got a little assistance, and we'll do a little video of the gameplay, and hopefully we can get a decent overview of the game. One thing also, I guess, to point out while I've got it is you can see there's some tearing here in the sticker and whatnot. I've been trying to find a good way to load this into a truck, and this cabinet in particular is kind of in a weird shape, because where the rails are on a truck would be somewhere around right here. So if you were to wrap it around this way, you'd be up against the plexi, so that doesn't really work. And then if you strap it with the back end there, and this is how I did it to get it back, I strapped it through here, which is fine, but it's really hard to secure this part of the cabinet back against the wall without it sliding back and forth and whatnot. So I don't have like a really great way to pack this in a truck yet. I just wanted to point that out because it was this cab's a little bit more unusual in that sense. All right, well, we'll be back when I get a chance to hook all this up, and we'll take a look a bit at the gameplay. Back here, and we're taking a look at Metal Gear Arcade. We're actually going to play the game now. I've got my lovely assistant here. We're going to check the game out. So everything's on free play, so you're gonna. That's to pick. This works kind of like I was mentioning earlier with gacha games, where you're kind of paying for like a currency, and you spend the currency to do things with it. Now, so here, like you can see, you can use your currency to play different types of games. You've got trial battle and missions there. So this is what I was mentioning about the head control. So you can either choose to have the camera move with your head tracking or with the gun. I'd recommend try the head control. When I tried with the gun, it was pretty cumbersome. So I think there's some tutorial stuff that we're going to be going through here. Yeah, this is going to be quite long, so I'll just let that go. While we're at it, give me some impressions on that, because again, it was really cumbersome. I believe with the you had to actually move the gun side to side to move the camera, which is a real pain in the ass. And I can actually already tell it's looking a lot easier for you to move the camera now than it was for me when I was trying it out. So like this first mission is just kill 10 targets, and you'll get like a bonus score, and your ranking will go up as you go beyond the the requirement. So you'll get like a bronze, silver, or gold, and you get tickets for that to spend on items and whatnot in the game.
It is weird having facial control.
Yeah, it really is. But oh, by the way, I think as I pointed out, the glasses were kind of broken, so we just threw some tape on there, and it'll hold up for the purpose of this test. But more than likely, I'm going to want to epoxy that back in, or try to find a replacement or something to get that a little better. Because also, it's obviously it's a 3D game, so I just wanted to point out also the fact that the screen's all blurry is because we're using 3D glasses. But real quick, I'm just gonna see if you press the start button, it'll actually go back and forth between them. But I just wanted to point that out since the video is going to be a little blurry. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the control for the level of 3. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm sorry. So there, he's got 15 out of 10 kills, and it'll rank him based on that. So, since I don't have this on any kind of network or anything yet, I haven't seen like what you get out of the tickets or any of the features. I assume a lot of it is just customization of your character, weapon loadouts, stuff like that, online ranking. But that's not something that we have right now. So, but from what I've played, because I've played a couple games before this, it seems like a lot of very short missions like this, and I kind of feel like why people say this game hasn't done well, because it doesn't seem like you're able to get really in depth and do like a really long mission, or maybe it's not so much the Metal Gear game that you might want it to be. I don't know. I'll be playing it more, and I might come back with a more in-depth video at some point. Like all my games, I want to do like really in-depth videos of the gameplay and whatnot, but I'll do an analysis later, kind of my thoughts on that. So here we'll go into another mission, and see at least a little bit more of the variety, hopefully.
MG を消費しました。
Not staying on, it's broken, yeah.
So, swap over
so I guess, I don't know if you can swap to gun control.
You said by just pressing this?
Oh no, that's for 3D or 2D. I
時
think
間内
the...
に敵を排除してくださ
Nope.
い。
Okay, so I guess we're stuck on that for a while. Yeah, so the arm there isn't holding, or the whatever on the glasses isn't holding up. So this is just a shoot the target thing. So yeah, like I'm hoping that I get farther into the game that there's a little more interesting gameplay than just this, because it feels really limited. And that's that's all I've really gotten out of it from the little that I played so far. Like these are granted just like training missions. This is a grenade,
残り時間が半分にな
a
りま
grenade
した。
throwing training mission basically, but so specifically the head tracking, you see he's has to move his head around to move the camera on the screen, which has been infinitely easier than using the gun. I might look over the gun control later, but you've got that, you've got your, I pointed out earlier, the mic here, several different controls on the button. I think there's one for like a dodge, and you've got your triggers and whatnot, but that kind of sums up everything that the cab has going for it. So we'll finish out this mission, kind of look at it, and look at what we got and wrap it up from there. Oh, look at you getting a rank S.
Woo!
昇格しました。
So yeah, then obviously none of this saves, but when I come back and take a look at it, we'll see what
ブロンズ
else
チケットを獲得しました。
what else is in the game, once we get it on network or something like that. So at any rate, that for the most part is Metal Gear Arcade. I'll probably be coming back in a couple weeks. I've been meaning to do a video on the virtual lawn over here and a few other things. So we'll see you soon in the next video.